Alright, my voice is a little bit, it'll clear up, but it just needs, so bear with it. Now, you sent me 2 replies here, and I'm going to get to this one first because it's the more important than the other. Adam and Eve are just a metaphor for your own soul's past actions before this life, as you are here as a consequence of your failings before this life. Okay. A, this doesn't solve the problem if I was alive in a previous life, or if I did exist in a previous life. And B, I didn't ask for that life, let alone this one. Punishment doesn't solve the problem because it doesn't get to the bottom of, it doesn't address the reason why the crime was committed. A crime being a deliberate, harmful action in some way toward another or whatever. Of course, if it's not an infliction onto somebody else, a deliberate one, I don't know why it's a crime. I mean, we got so many people in jail for weed and other drugs, and that's not criminal. That's not harmful. It's harmful to the person themselves, but not to other people. So, if that's God's way of dealing with criminal action, well, God isn't even concerned with harmful behavior toward other people. He's concerned with people repenting their sin, which I guess is just offending God, which somehow can happen. I don't know. But anyway, I said that. That's my take on it. So that doesn't solve the problem. It's just, I don't know. Well, I didn't ask to exist, period, so. Thus, you brought your own sinful nature to this world. How did I do that? What the fuck? This is weird. I've never heard this shit before. How can sin exist if Adam and Eve were only a metaphor? That would make sin also a metaphor, would it not? I would add that Adam and Eve couldn't have brought sin into the world because they were both creations of God. They're divine creations, but you've already nullified them by saying that they're only a metaphor. No, I would say God did because A, he created the life imperfectly somehow. A perfect, all-powerful being created imperfect life somehow. But A or B, it wasn't my decision to be here. I was forced into this existence, as shitty as this world and planet is, or are. And here you have a chance to rectify that by aligning. What does selfishness have to do with anything? How is selfishness a crime? And granted, selfishness can cause criminal. Well, so can self-indulgence. What is that? I mean, how is that a crime? How is that offensive? Isn't God selfish? He's the one to put up with, who designed all this bullshit, which you agree with. I mean, what the fuck? You have an external narcissism for God. You guys are narcissists in the fact that you keep preaching, or in the manner that you keep preaching. I mean, it's somehow like you're saying it's all about God, but you're preaching and preaching and preaching. That's selfish on some level. So don't give me that shit. Forget about silly beliefs that come out from bold books and think for yourself. This coming from you after you just spewed this shit, which doesn't make any fucking sense for the reasons I just explained. Okay, next one from you. You choose either by living your life aligned more with love or selfishness. Okay, now the context was that we don't send ourselves to hell. Like I said that I'm going to choose not to choose either sin, and I was okay. Who did I send that to? I gotta go through this. Okay, what if we choose not to choose either sin or God? And who replied to that? Give me a minute. You wanted to preach at me, this is what happens. Okay, nobody did. You choose either by living your life aligned more with love or selfishness. Now, this isn't... Okay, now... This is a reply to mine. Or was it? I don't even know what you're replying to. Dude, there are 29 replies in this, and you can't think to include a copy-paste of my reply that you're referring to so I know what the fuck you're talking about. But these are the only two possibilities. Okay. What if we choose not to choose either sin or God? And then, given that God forces us to choose, I choose hell, given that hell is the only alternative to spending an eternity. So not only do you not respond to either of these, but you go on your own... where the fuck is it? You say you choose either by living your life aligned more with... This doesn't even... What the fuck is this? You choose either by living your life aligned with more with love or selfishness. What? That doesn't make any sense, dude. Yeah, you are not very bright.